Hey guys, Gravender here. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions and the How to Effectively Use series. Now, I told you guys, once I started getting some of these characters in 3-star form, 4-star form, I would go back and cover the ones that I didn't currently cover. I think Crossbones and Agent Venom fell before, or Agent Venom fell before Black Panther. Crossbones would have came after that, but I still don't have those two characters. But I did manage to pull Black Panther Civil War from a 3-star crystal that I opened up not too long back, and I've had a little bit of a chance to play around with him. Mine is only awakened at level 1 because I found a skill awakening stone, and he's only at rank 1 level 10 of 10 because I really haven't had much chance to rank up some of my lower level characters because I've been ranking up my 4-star high level characters, and it's really kind of depleted the gold, so we're kind of lacking on that. But overall, I've got to say this character is an absolute beast. Anywhere you want to put him in Alliance Wars on defense, Black Panther Civil War is really fun to play around with in questing and other things of that nature. But I don't really think he would be the type of character that I would want to use in any kind of offensive form, because he is just built completely for defensive purposes. Mine currently rank 1 level 10 of 10 as a 3-star. Panther Habit's only awakened to level 1 because of that awakening stone. But let's take a look at his abilities. Black Panther begins the fight with his reflective state active. That's huge. Black Panther is a really good character, even unawakened, because he still has reflective state. But awakened and at higher levels of being awakened, he's going to be an absolute beast because he starts right off in the reflective state. Additionally, Black Panther's armor passively has a 20% chance to absorb heavy attack impacts by consuming one armor up effect. I don't really know too many people that go into Alliance Wars on offense and really kind of use the heavy attacks that much. So I'm not really sure that would be too useful in Alliance Wars on defensive purposes. But it definitely would come in handy if you were up against a character in questing. But you never know. You never know what you're going to end up with people doing on offensive purposes in Alliance Wars defense. But I have faced off against Black Panther Civil War a few times in Alliance Wars, and he is just a complete and total headache because he completely does away with parry. If you parry, you're stunned. It's completely ridiculous. I went up against one recently in Alliance Wars defense, and he really kind of took me to task on not being able to parry, which I think is a lot of people's detrimental setback with doing these kind of things, because we get so used to using something along the lines of parry, and that's just what we're used to using it, and we don't really think about what's going to happen if we do. And I lost the first champion that I took in because I had to tailor my fight style against Black Panther Civil War, because I just relied on parry way too much, and it's like, well, crap, we have to kind of reevaluate. But they got one kill off of that because I didn't reevaluate it before I went in, which, I mean, really, I couldn't have reevaluated it before I went in because I didn't know I was going up against a 5-star Black Panther, and he wasn't even awakened, and he was a beast. But let's take a look here. When attacked, 60% chance to armor up, reducing damage from attacks by 5% for 6.5 seconds. So he does have an armor up ability that's pretty decent, but it's only a 60% chance for this 3-star. I don't know if it goes up any higher as a 4-star or not. If any of you guys have a 4-star, let me know if these kind of reflect that in any way. Each time Black Panther gains an armor up effect, he has a 6.5% chance to enter a reflective state for 4.5 seconds, storing 70% of the damage taken. While in the reflective state, his suit cannot trigger armor up. 40%, or for every 40 damage stored, Black Panther gains a reflective charge. When successfully hitting the opponent, Black Panther consumes all charges to deal the equivalent damage back to the opponent. Charges last for 7 seconds. Special attack 1, 100% chance to inflict bleed, dealing 80% of your attack as direct damage over 4 seconds. Now, I don't think I saw bleed hit once the entire time that I did the fights. Yeah, I could be completely wrong and I just missed it, but I don't remember seeing bleed hit. But then again, I think the only time that I did go up against the champion that I used special attack 1 was against Vision, old school Vision Classic, and he's definitely not going to bleed, so I didn't get a chance to incorporate that in the video, unfortunately, because I wanted to get those special 2 and special 3 attacks in as well. Special attack 2, damaging increases by up to 90% based on lost health. So it's kind of like a Hulk type of ability, but you know, it's going to be based on lost health only for your special 2 attack. Special 3 attack, 75% chance to stun for 3.25 seconds. I didn't really get it, like I said, I didn't get a chance to really showcase that stun or the bleed, mostly because the first champion I went up against was bleed immune. Special attack 3 completely wiped out the character once I made it to it. I tried to prolong the fight long enough to at least get that special 3 attack into the video as well. But overall, Black Panther Civil War, to me, is an absolute beast of an Alliance Wars defensive character. If you have this guy and you're not using him on Alliance Wars defense, I don't know what you're thinking, because he is an absolute headache for anyone. Because like I said, we all rely on parry so much in this game that it's not even funny. And going up against Civil War Black Panther, it pushes you to the point where you can't rely on parry. You have to think on the spot as soon as you go into the match and you see, oh crap, here comes this guy running at me, that your total mindset and gameplay has to change. His abilities, armor, reflective armor, bleed, stun. And he honestly has some pretty decent synergy bonuses too. 5% armor, and this is going to change the higher up he goes as a 4-star or a 5-star. 5% armor, Black Widow, or Age of Ultron Vision. 5% attack with Winter Soldier, 20% crit damage with Ant-Man, and a 20% bleed damage with Hawkeye or Black Panther Classic. Now, whenever I did the video that you guys are watching above as well, I had every single one of these characters on the team with me, so he had all of the buffs. He had 5% armor, 5% attack, 20% crit damage, and the 20% bleed damage, which we didn't really get to take a look at. But thankfully, I have all of these characters in some form or another. I had my 4-star Black Widow on the team, 5-star Winter Soldier, 4-star Ant-Man, and my 5-star Black Panther were all on the team. So he did get all of these synergy bonuses, so you kind of got to see how each of those worked, which, I mean, honestly, his bests are probably the 20% critical damage and the 5% attack, Winter Soldier and Ant-Man, and the 20% bleed if you're going to use a lot of heavy Special 1 attacks as you're using him. But me personally, I just see this guy as the type of character that you're definitely going to use in Alliance Wars on defense, because he's just an absolute beast of a defensive character. I cannot express how much of a headache I have ever had with this guy going up against him in Alliance Wars. I don't really think there's much of any easy task to take as far as he goes. There's no champions that can easily match him that I have found yet. If you guys know of any that can easily go up against him and take him down, let me know in the comment section below. But even with Black Widow at the SIG level that I have read, I still had trouble with Black Panther Civil War and reflective armor still being able to proc, even though she has subtlety. So that was definitely an issue that was hard to get by. But yeah, guys, so there you have it, Black Panther Civil War. I told you guys if I got characters, I would be going back and going over them. The next video should be on Falcon, because I do have Falcon, and then probably Gambit. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time watching the channel and you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on it. If it's your first time watching the channel and you're not subbed, please consider leaving a sub on it. And as always, guys, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.